Hello, everybody, and welcome to the cover reveal party for Huda Ibrahim's new book. I'm Rachel Anderson. I am the publicist for Diverse Voices Press, the publisher, and we are so excited about this book, and we're very happy to have you here today. So thank you for coming. I'm just going to go right ahead and turn things over to Huda, and we're going to do the big cover reveal. Huda, take it away.
Yes, thank you so much, Rachel. I am going to begin tonight by revealing the cover for the new children's book, Lula Wants to Wear a Badge. And it is right here. Voila.
Yay! Very nice.
This is amazing. The picture, the illustration was done by Thabita Yahya, who has done such a great job. And Jamie Anderson also designed this book. And so we're very happy and the way in which this book came about. And so very excited.
So can you tell us a little bit about what the book is about and what your inspiration was for the story?
Absolutely. Thank you very, very much for asking me that question. I would like to begin by saying a little bit about who I am before I delve into about the book. My name is Huda Ibrahim. I am a teacher, an entrepreneur, and also an author of 3 books. I am happily married to my best friend, Abdi, who is also the co-founder of Diverse Voices Press. And I'm so glad that you could join us tonight for the cover reveal party for this particular children's book. And I want to thank my friend and colleague who has been working with me, even when I wrote my first children's book, What Color Is My Hijab, Rachel Anderson. And so, since I wrote What Color Is My Hijab, I was interested in exploring deeper into career exploration stories for children. And if you have read that book, I have featured powerful hijabi women in variety of careers, doing things that aren't seen often in basically everyday life. And so the jobs that hijabi women really do perform every single day in the workplace. And so I knew I wanted to write about a career book that few people of color are in and few children of color imagine themselves to be in. And so when I was doing the research and I was thinking about what to write, I mentioned the idea to my little sister, Lula. And of course, wanting to write a book about a little girl aspiring to be something that not many girls of color imagine themselves to be. And so when I asked her, she said then, when I was a little, I always wanted to be a cop. But I got mocked for it and eventually gave up on that idea. And that was then when I had the idea of, at that point, I knew what the book was going to be about. And so that is why I actually wrote this book. And that's how this book came about. And also, this book, it's about a Black hijabi girl who aspires to be a police officer because her dad is a police officer. But on the first day of school, when the teacher asks the children what they want to be when they grow up, she gets mocked by other children and told that girls can't be police officers. And so you will have to buy the book to find out how the issue resolved. And you will get to know Lula a little bit about her character and who she is, and so forth and so on.
Wonderful. So tell me a little bit about why you think it is so important for children from diverse backgrounds to see themselves in literature.
That's a great question, and thank you so much for asking me that question. Well, I will first start about the data, and particularly, I think the data about diversity in literature really illustrates that there is indeed a problem that we need to resolve. The most recent data is from 2019, and it showed that there are more children's books with animal characters than children of color. And so we really need to do something about that. And in particularly, Black characters make up 11% of the children's books character. And other ethnic groups have even significantly less representation than that. And so when children of color see themselves in books that feature ideas they have never thought of, it opens their imagination and also their possibilities for the future. And so Abdi and I wanted it to increase the representation of people of color in certain careers when we founded our Diverse Voices Press, by inspiring children through literature. And also it starts with the kids. If you look at, Rachel, in our school district in St. Cloud, where I'm located at, St. Cloud, Minnesota, 62% of the kids are kids of color. And that's the future of the workforce. And so they want to see themselves reflected in the literature. And we need to make sure that we empower and encourage and support our young children, regardless of their ethnicity, regardless of their zip code, regardless of their skin color and socioeconomic class and so forth and so on, or gender. And so that's what this book is going to address, I hope.
Very good. So I know it's not out yet, but you've obviously had some beta readers. What have the kids thought that you've shown the book to?
That's a great question too. The feedback has been amazing. I am so humbled to receive positive feedback from kids and also their parents as well. The reaction have been fantastic. And if you may, I would love to read this quote that I actually got from a little girl who read the book. And I quote, here it is. I think this story would inspire any kids like me to do whatever jobs they want. Never let anyone tell you what you can or cannot do based on your gender or anything else. That is the most important message of this book. And I quote. And so this little girl actually read this book with her mother, and that is her reaction to the book. But I also have had mothers who read the book, and before I even said anything about the cover, they wanted it to see the cover and what this book was about. And so I'm really excited for not only the little girls who wear for the for the hijab, but also all children, whether they wear hijabs or not. I hope this book inspires all children across board, including those who do wear the headscarf and those who don't.
Oh, and you also have characters within the book who are different. They're not all wearing hijabs. There's only a handful. So there's a lot of other kids from other ethnicities. They're white kids, they're Hispanic kids. So there's kids that all look different in that classroom.
Absolutely.
So it's for everybody.
Absolutely. That's very true.
Okay. So if teachers, librarians, bookstore owners want to get a hold of a copy of this book, where do they go?
That's a great question. So they can pick up the book from my website, www.hudaibrahim.com or diversevoicespress.com. It will also be stacked at the St. Cloud, Barnes & Noble. And for people who want to order the book online, they can also order the book on Amazon or Target or Walmart. For bookstores and librarians, they can also reach out to you, Rachel, to arrange events and book talks if that's what they like to do.
Very good. And we are planning to launch the book in actually February of 2022 at the Barnes & Noble in St. Cloud.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned, everybody. Look at the social media for details about the actual launch party. We don't have a date set yet, but we will very soon. And we'll put it out there when we do. Okay, yes. So one other question I have for you is, we talked a little bit about Diverse Voices Press kind of as we were getting going with our talk. Tell me a little bit about how people can submit books if they're interested in getting published. And kind of what's the criteria you're looking for? Does it have to be a person who is from a diverse background, or is the story going to be a story of diversity? What are you looking for?
Absolutely, the latter. Anybody can actually write about the story with diverse characters, and those are the things that we're looking for. Our mission is to publish diverse and inclusive or and bilingual books by underrepresented voices. We believe empowering and educating readers and also writers of all ages with stories that affirm the value of multiculturalism and multilingualism and every identity in between. And so, if people want to submit either adult to young books or children's books or any other book or any story that represents diversity, they can absolutely do that. Diverse Voices Press, of course, cultivates compassion and understanding and also empathy across the spectrum of human experiences, one story at a time. And so the reason why we're called Diverse Voices Press is because we want to accept all diversity, diversity of gender, sex, ethnicity, etc., disability. And so this is not just a black and white thing. It's genuine stories that reflect people's experiences, whether they have disabilities or not. And so, yes, so the characters have to be a diverse characters.
Okay, but the author can be anything, pretty much.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in addition to Lula Wants to Wear a Badge, what other projects do you have in the works right now? Or can you give us a little insight, or is it still kind of a secret?
Well, we're working on other bilingual books. To be specific, we are actually in the process of illustrating Somali bilingual books that are in the works that will be hopefully published next year. That is what's going to be next. Also, I know people in the audience or otherwise people who will see this might say that, oh, I have a story that I want to tell, and I hope if they get stories that they will get them, published, and they will consider sending them on our way, because we really want to accept. We are accepting manuscripts early next year, so that's kind of like what's next for us and where we're heading next year in terms of publishing um, new books.
Okay, great. Is there anything else that you'd like to add we haven't talked about today?
Not really, but if you have a burning story that you want to tell the world or you want to share the world, please do send us. You can go to our website. You can reach out to Rachel Anderson, and you can reach out to us via either on our social media, or you can call us, or you can reach out to our PR, Rachel. And I just want to say again, my special thanks to you, Rachel, for being the best marketing PR consultant and publicist. I also want to thank Abdi Mahat for being the production editor, Heidi Cook for the layout editor, and Jamie Anderson for the book design, the beautiful book design that he has done. And so we have a great team that has been working with us. I'm so grateful to have Rachel on my side and have been doing all the work, really. And so I say thank you, Rachel. We did it.
Yes, we did. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming to the cover reveal party. We are going to be posting this on social media so that you can go back and admire the cover. And again, the release date is going to be February 1, 2022. Yep. Those of you who have pre-ordered a copy will be getting it when we have it available, probably in January. And we will also post a mention on our social media when the pre-sale page goes live on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And then, of course, also when we get the date for the launch party at the Barnes & Noble St. Cloud. Thank you very much again, and everyone have a great night.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.